Welcome back everyone to Blender to Unreal Engine, becoming a dungeon prop artist, and this is where we left off. Alright, scroll paper. Let's press Ctrl Shift T and bring it in. So let's go up and up again. And we should have one that says dungeon scroll. Let's have a look. Dungeon scroll paper. There we go. Alright, let's bring all of these in exactly the same as what we always do. Let's click the principled, and there we go. Really nice paper. Now what we can do is we can go, and I think I'll bring a duplicate of both of these first. So Shift D, let's just bring those over because we're going to need those. And then the rest of these we can actually just use the way they are. So I'm going to grab this one first, press the dot button, and then what I'll do is I'll bring in the paper. So if I come first of all and I press A, and the thing is with the scrolls, honestly, it might be worth us, we'll have a look, but it may be worth us unwrapping these properly, so with seams. So let's actually have a look though, because it's going to be a bit of a pain as well if we do unwrap them with seams and things like that. So, but let's give it a try. So what we'll do is we'll go to our UV editing, we'll press dot to zoom in, and then what we'll do is we'll zoom out. I'm going to press U, unwrap. You can see that we can't unwrap it like that, so we need to press U, and we'll do Smart UV project. Let's try that first. We can see we've got that. Now let's apply that material. So we're looking for paper. So there we go, scroll paper. And let's have a look what that actually looks like. And you can see many lines down here. That's not what we want. However, we might be able to get away with, instead of doing that, with pressing U, coming down, project from U, and then pressing A, S, bringing it out without proportion editing on, like so. And there we go. I think that's actually going to be the way that we should be doing this, because it looks much better. Even though you can see the edges aren't kind of correct. Like you can see these edges, because what it's doing is it's basically going all the way through. But I think the edges are so small that you're never going to see them. So you can see we've got a little bit of kind of, you know, bending in the middle of here and things like that, but not enough to actually see anything. So I think I'm going to be happy with how that actually looks. I'm thinking, yeah, actually on these edges, they don't look very good. I'm thinking inside it, maybe we can get away with it, but on this one, we might unfortunately need to just go and mark a lot of seams. So what we'll do is instead, we'll come into this, we'll go to select, and we're going to select, where is it? So we can select by edges. I'm just looking now to find, select sharp edges, there you go. I'm actually going to double tap the A, select, and then select sharp edges. And there you go, you can select them that way. Now we might be able to use this instead to actually mark all of our seams, rather than actually going in and doing it that way. I think we'll do it this way. So what I'm going to do is going to right click, I'm going to mark seams, and I actually think this is going to work out much better now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press L on all of this, and it should grab all of that going up to there, all of it the other side. I'm going to grab this one and this one. I'm actually going to get rid of this seam, you know. I'm going to make it easy for myself. So I'm going to come in, Alt Shift and click, get rid of both of these, right click, and clear seams. And now I should be able to come in, grab this, L and L, there you go, U, unwrap, and there we go. That now will unwrap beautifully. All right, that's looking ton better. Okay, I'm glad I did that. I'm going to hide that out of the way. I'm going to grab all these now. I'm going to press U, unwrap, and there we go. These are also going to unwrap now. Much nicer, as you can see. All right, so that's pretty much that one done. Now let's come in and we'll do our paper on each of these. So I'll do this one first. What I'll do is I basically want to split this off at the moment. So I'm just going to come in with edge select, split this off. So LP selection, come to this one, same again, LP selection, come to this one, and I'm going to do the same thing again. So I'm going to come into the center spot, LP selection, like so. And now what I'm going to do is just hide that out of the way, that out of the way, and out of the way. And that then just gives me access to my actual paper. I'll come to this one first. We'll do this one first. So I'm going to press A, right click, clear seams. I don't want those. Double tap the A, and then we'll go to our select, and we're going to select sharp edges, like so. Right click and mark seam, like so. Now I'm just looking if there's any on the inside. I don't actually think there is on this one, which is really great. So what I can do is from L. Oh yes, there is. There's one there. Look, you can see one going all the way down there. So let's have a look. Is it at the back as well? Yes, it is. So let's get rid of that. Alt, Shift and click, or Control click going all the way down it. like so. Right click, clear scene, and let's do the same on the inside. So Alt Shift click, can't do it like that, so I need to come down to the bottom, which is round there, as you can see. Control click, right click, and clear scene. All right, let's see if that's going to unwrap correct. So L, and going all the way out, and L, going all the way out, and U, and unwrap. And let's actually put the material on. So we're going to put scroll, I think it's under paper. There we go, scroll paper. And let's actually put it on here as well while I'm there. Just going to grab both of these actually. Grab this one last. Press Control L, and then put in copy link materials, and there we go. All right, so this scrolls unwrap really nicely. If I come back to this now, I can hide it all out of the way. I can then grab everything else, press U, and unwrap, and there we go. Unwrapped perfectly. Now let's do the same with this one. I think we'll end up with some marks in there again. So I'm going to press A, I'm going to press right click, and I'm going to press Control E instead, clear the seams, and now double tap the A, come up to select, and we're going to select the sharp edges. It's selected them like that because I'm in phase select. I don't want that, so I'm going to be in edge select, select, sharp edges, right click, mark scene. Now we can see we've got this one here again, which we will have because we had that on the other one. Just look into where it goes through here. Clear seam, coming around the other side then, grabbing this one, coming all the way up to this one, right click, clearing seam. Now, come in with phase select, L, L, U, unwrap, and then finally hide, A, and then U, and unwrap, and there we go. That's that one done. Finally then, this one, we shouldn't have any problems with this one, but we'll see. No seams even marked, so let's put an edge select, select sharp edges, right click, mark seam, perfectly. All right, so now we can come in and L, and U, unwrap. There we go. And then finally, let's go in hide, A, U, unwrap. And there we go, perfectly unwrapped. All right, I'm really, really happy with how that turned out now. Now, let's come in and bring in our actual writing. So I'm going to spin this round, so RZ 90, and then RX, not RX, RY 90. I think that's going the other way, sorry, RY minus 90, like so. Let's bring it over and put it into place. And we're also, I think, going to squish it up a little bit. So something like this. I'm going to drop it into place like so. And then I just want to see now what that actually looks like. So I'm going to double tap the A, and there we go. It looks really, really nice, that. Okay. What I think I'll do, though, is I'll move it over this side, bring the other one in, the little stamp, and I'll also put that on there as well. So I'm going to just move it over, as you can see. I don't want it actually stuck out or anything like that, but I do want it to move over to the side, move it up like this, and then grab my stamp now. So my stamp is this one here. So I'm going to spin it round. So RZ 90, bring it over, and then RY, wrong way. So RY minus 90, 7 to go over the top, S to make it smaller, and I'm going to pull it into here. And I think we're missing one actually. We need our wax. That's one thing we do need. I'm just going to drop that onto there. I want to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to move it over. Oops. Move it over like so. And I'm just going to drop it on very gently. Double tap the A. And there we go. That is looking pretty nice. I think I just need to move it over a little bit more, like so. Double tap the A. Yeah, and that's looking really good. All right, so now let's press Alt-H, bring everything back that we need. And now we'll need one more. So I need to go back to my materials, and I'm going to bring in one more, which should be our wax. So Shift-D. Bring that out. I'm going to minus this off. I'm going to put it on material so I can actually see what I'm doing. It moves a little bit faster. So let's now go to new, and we're going to look for something called red wax for our scrolls. And what we'll do now is we'll go to our shading panel, and I'll just quickly bring this in. So Control Shift T, click the up arrow, and I'm going to go down, and it's Dungeon Wax Red, this one here. And let's select them all like normal, bring them in. Let's press dot. So that's actually not working. Well, there is our wax anyway. So we've got our wax now ready for the next lesson. So on the next lesson, I thought we'd get these scrolls done, but it took a little bit longer than I thought. So we should be able to get all of these finished, named, and into our asset manager. All right, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.